Good morning from Zurich. I am starting my day with my 2.2 kilometer walk to the meeting point for my Zurich tour. Includes land, sky, and sea, according to the tour description. So there'll be a gondola ride, some going around the lake, and some good walking about town. So really looking forward to it. Should be a good tour. And that's about all I got. Just starting the day with a smile. Took some ibuprofen for my silly foot. It's feeling okay. Had a lovely breakfast. And I'll check in later. Me again, same walk. But I have to tell you, just got pooped on by a bird. But I'm actually grateful because it landed on my forearm instead of my head. Would have been a pain in the butt to try to get out of my hair, but was a piece of cake to just wipe off of my arm with the tissues that I keep in my purse. Thank you, God, for the breeze. Look at this water, people. Good evening, family and friends. Just checking in at the end of the day. I had a wonderful dinner. Again, God's just bringing people into my life and making me okay. I had that kind of mini breakdown in Annecy about feeling lonely and everything, only to pray about it, meditate about it, kind of talk to friends and everything, try to figure out what I could do to continue to have this amazing experience. And God has returned my need in spades. So I met Rajan, and then last night had a lovely dinner and talked to my friend Peter. And then this evening I accidentally went to the restaurant that I wasn't trying to go to. I went into a place a block before the place that I meant to go to. I had Googled and I thought, oh, I feel like pizza. So I had found this place called Capri and was going to walk over there and have pizza. And I ended up walking into a place called Amalfi, one block before. And the way I am is I didn't want to acknowledge my mistake. And so I walked up to the maitre d' and asked for a table, and then realized that I was at the wrong place and that I probably couldn't get pizza, and it was a little bit more fancy than I was anticipating, but just figured, c'est la vie, let's just do it. So I went in and I had delicious, it was a ravioli with spinach and mushrooms, and it was fascinating. They had a fried egg on top of it, and as soon as I cut into it, and anyways, it was fabulous. Sitting there, and there's this couple at the table next to me, and they are, ahead of me having dessert while I'm having my dinner. And I just looked over, and I think I have spinach in my teeth. Look at that. This is going to be such a fun video. Hee hee. I got it. I feel like I should cancel this video and start a new one, but you know what? I'm not gonna. So there you go, people. You get to see spinach in my teeth. Okay, so the woman who was sitting next to me, what she had for dessert just looked scrumptious. And so I leaned over, her husband had walked away, maybe for the restroom or something, and I just leaned over while she was sitting there and I said, excuse me, can you tell me what it is that you ordered there? Because I want to get the same thing. It looks really good. And of course, that started a whole conversation, and half hour, 40 minutes later, the three of us are just chit-chatting about life and travels, and they've had such an exciting life. They're from the Netherlands, but their jobs have taken them all over Africa. He's worked for the UN. He's been CEO of multiple companies, and now he's stationed here as the CEO of a company in Zurich. And what's amazing about these experiences and these people that I'm meeting, it's not connections for any sort of future. It's connecting just on a human level, talking, spending an evening, sharing stories and thoughts, and then saying, it was wonderful to meet you. I so enjoyed our conversation. Safe travels and blessings, and farewell. I mean, with Rajon, it's a little different because her and I really clicked, and so I'll probably stay in touch with her. But these other folks, I think God's just putting them in my path, and for whatever reason, I'm learning what I'm supposed to learn and experiencing what I'm supposed to experience in this, and I am incredibly grateful. I'm just learning to be comfortable in my own skin and be confident and be happy and be open to new experiences. So it was just a great dinner, great conversation after a wonderful tour, and some hiking and a train ride and all kinds of things. And at this point, I think I've done so many videos today, I can't even remember what I said in the previous ones. So here we are. I'll just put all the videos kind of back to back, the 3 of them I think that I did, and then I'll throw the photos of the tour at the end there, and you guys can just figure it out. So farewell. It's me again. So I was putting together the video and all the pictures so I could upload it to YouTube like I usually do at the end of the day. And as I was doing it, I realized there was a bunch of stuff that happened and my feelings on the tour and stuff that I didn't actually talk about in any of the videos. So then I do one more little bonus one, because when I compiled everything, it actually wasn't as long as I thought it was going to be. So the day started off glorious, beautiful weather. Got pooped on by a bird. You probably saw that in the video that will be before this one. But it all worked out. The tour group was wonderful. Our tour leader, Greg, or Gregory, as he is actually called, did a fabulous job. We wandered around the old town. He did history and summary of Zurich. Then after we wandered about town, he took us on this little funicular up to the top so we could see the area where the Roman fort used to be way back when, and got some beautiful pictures from the top of there. Then we took a bus. I'm trying to remember the sequence of events. Oh, no. Then was the boat ride. So then we finished wandering around Old Town, and then we went to the ferry area and got on a boat, and we actually took the boat. So the full boat tour is an hour and a half, and it goes all the way around all of Lake Zurich. But we took it just halfway, so we ended up all the way at the tip on the other side of the lake and got off there after a lovely 45-minute boat ride. I met 2 lovely ladies on the boat. By the time we got on the boat, it was already really full, and there was almost no seating anywhere. And all the good spots, obviously on top where you could see everything, where all the tables were filled up. Well, filled up, meaning occupied, but not all the way full. So here's a benefit to being a one-person person. I just walked up to 2 ladies who looked nice, and there were just 2 of them sitting at a 4-person table. So I asked if it was okay to sit with them, and they said sure. So we ended up talking, of course, because it's me. They introduced me to a new beverage, which was quite lovely and refreshing, white wine with mineral water and a lemon. Quite scrumptious and refreshing on a hot day boat ride. So that was a 45-minute boat ride. Then the tour group got off, and then we proceeded to walk a bit to get to the bus area, and then we took a bus further around the lake, and then took a gondola up to the top of Zurich is in Switzerland, but not all of Switzerland is the Alps. And so, yes, there are some hills and things around Zurich. It isn't really Alpy. So no super tall peaks right next to Zurich. So this is about the tallest point, I believe, in the immediate Zurich vicinity. So we took the gondola up there and then did a bit of a hike, and then we're able to take some beautiful photos from up there. And then we came back down, hiked back down, and then took the train back. So it was like a boat ride and then a bus ride, and then the short, fastest way to get back was just to take the train back. Just a really nice group of people, some people from Dallas, some people from Seattle. The tour guide, like I said, he was great. So really, another really nice tour with a lot of really nice people. And then I walked back again. So the original walk was about 2.4 kilometers. So I walked that back, but on the way back, because my foot was not feeling fabulous. I mean, it didn't hurt, but it's really swollen. I stopped and sat. So I already have the video of that in there that you'll see, where I relaxed and then a swan aimed its butt at me while I was sitting there. So that was amusing. And got back to the hotel, reapplied sunscreen, then went back out and wandered, and then that's when I found the restaurant, and then I already made a video about that. So there's a summary of my whole day. Now I can put this all on there, and I will actually remember all the little silly tidbits of things that happened that I forgot to put in any of the other videos. So thank you for your indulgence. Farewell. Landsmuseet, or museum, my meeting point for my tour. Hey, Greg. That road lifts up to the entrance of a bomb shelter.
Which means that it's 10 o'clock, but when we check on our smartphones, something is wrong, because it shows 11, yeah? How come? Time to throw something to us, yeah? To have fun. Right. They could not use street names as we do today, like this one. They could not use house numbers. They could not use their... Good morning, time to wake up. Yeah. I won't have more excuses.
Little forest hike after the gondola ride. We've been promised a beautiful view at the end of this hike.
And you take his hand, you take his hand. Yes. And you are happy. Now you can also look at me.
The happy cows of Switzerland. I can see why they're happy. 7 miles so far today, and my swollen foot feels amazing in this water. Just hanging out with this swan, but happy feet. I don't want to leave this spot where I'm soaking my feet by the river, but I'm gonna get a sunburn. Boo.